everybody, we're so excited. We are on our way. Will you stop? To Logan, Utah right now to meet one of our fellow makers. We are starting our maker tour up in Logan with a guy named Weston K, and he owns Rose Anvil, and we're going to be making what are we making?
Camera harness.
A camera harness today, and we're really excited.
I'm just kind of indifferent. Whatever. Who cares? We're gonna go get lunch first, though. That SOB's got a Mexican restaurant right next to his shop. I'm jealous.
I know, all we have is a river. Stupid river.
Stupid trees with putting out their stupid oxygen.
Oh, hi.
What's up?
What's going on?
Just felt like the wrong place.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, man? It's good to meet you.
It's weird seeing you guys in
Philip.
person.
Philip? I'm
It's
Parker.
super weird. Hi.
Parker and
Whitney.
Good to meet you guys.
Parker and Whitney, right?
I'm his very silent, most people don't know about me partner.
Oh, this is amazing. Dude, I love the gas tanks up there. Should we each do one, or should we just do like the Lichfields?
You should do
Whatever you want.
Lichfields.
You can do both if you want.
Just gonna do the Lichfields. Where should we put it?
Simon the Hyde.
It's gotta be it's gotta be like front and center. These lines come down here like this, and it'll point your
Someone
eyes
already
to
did
the
that.
vehicle. Yeah, but it's kind of off to the
Okay,
left,
take it right in the middle.
I'm gonna go make sure I don't have any cilantro in my teeth. Because
Hey, that thing's tickling
I'm
me.
getting you with the microphone. Hey, we should have been here tomorrow. It would have been our anniversary.
Tomorrow's your anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so give us the official tour.
okay, so
Wow.
I'll show you.
We're good,
He's
everyone.
knocking over your stuff.
I'll just kind of like walk you through like the whole process of like from production to the end. So like we stock all like the leather and the packaging here, and so this is kind of where everything begins. So we'd have if we're doing a bunch of black orders or something, we'd grab a black hide,
Yeah.
whatever, and then we'd come over here. And this is where the actual main production kind of begins. So this is our big clicker press. It's basically just like a giant cookie
love
cutter. Each piece that we have has a die associated with it, and dies are basically, you've probably seen these.
Oh, yeah.
Basically just like knives in the shape of whatever part we're cutting out. And so we've got all the different dies for all the different parts of the harnesses. Everything's cut out on this, then everything gets stocked here.
Guys,
So
look at this
Oh,
organization.
man.
color coordinated and everything.
It's awesome.
What's the story with this sign?
Oh, so I used to have a little shop in an industrial like part of town, and one of our favorite pastimes was to go dumpster diving because all the industrial places just throw away like the coolest stuff.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And so we get like big rolls of plastic, and then one day, me and my girlfriend Rachel, we like open up the lid to this dumpster, and there's just this beautiful sign.
Oh,
We're like, whoa.
in a
That's
dumpster? Are you
amazing.
kidding?
And so we like, me and Rachel just like in this dumpster, like through the garbage, like pulling all this junk out. And we're just like, this is perfect.
That's crazy. It was all there.
Yeah, that's
Don't miss
amazing. It
anything.
looks so good.
Where we do like all the strap cutting for all the belts. And
That's a nice machine.
That is.
Where'd you get
Oh my
that?
gosh.
all of our stuff most of our stuff comes from Campbell Randall.
yeah.
They're
Okay.
super awesome with like customer service and everything. They're like a little bit pricier than if you were like to buy from China or something, but like their customer service is amazing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like our little hole punch, our rotary hole punch.
Yeah.
Skyver. This is probably my most favorite machine in the entire shop.
Is that like
Super
a big
cool.
press?
Yeah, so this is a heat press. It's actually from pre-World War II Germany.
No way.
Yeah, so it's a
What?
Karl Kraus. So I think it was made in 1939, and Campbell Randall actually fixed this up for a guy in Utah, and then a guy in Utah didn't end up using it, and he called Campbell Randall and was like, hey, I don't need this anymore. It's too heavy to ship somewhere.
Yeah.
So like, do you know anybody who would want it? So Campbell Randall called me up and was like, do you want a big press? And I was like, yes, I'll be there tomorrow, you know?
Oh,
And so we like
man.
went and picked it up. This is like my biggest stressor in my life is
Yeah.
scrap leather.
Yeah.
Like this is like 400 pounds of just belly. We're trying to like figure out ways to make it into products that have some other purpose other than just like you're buying a product. So we make bracelets out
Solid
of.
bracelets. That's cool.
What we're trying to do with those scraps, like the bellies, is move toward making like some of these coasters. Just like coasters and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be structurally
Yeah.
sound, and like character just adds to it. This is our original riveter. It's from Weaver. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
But I bought this like
I love that
before the
statement.
Kickstarter got over, and we thought we were gonna make 200 or 300 harnesses tops.
Yeah.
And then we had 1,000, and one of the harnesses has like 10 rivets per harness, so that would be 10,000. Like,
Oh, dude.
rivets.
Oh my
So like,
gosh.
not possible. This is probably my favorite machine in the entire shop, because this is like, I don't know what year it's from, but it's definitely old, and it's just like this monster of a machine, and it weighs like some ridiculous amount of pounds.
Yeah.
And it's like belt driven, and it's all cast iron. And
Dude, the R1 Stimson.
after like doing 1,000 of those, like on my foot,
Yeah.
just, like bouncing on it, we got this bad boy where it just like punches so fast and easy. If there's a rivet loaded, it's just like
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh my
buttery.
gosh.
And then this table is kind of, this is like the QC packaging table. So so we have like packing slips and assembly sheets. They're basically like all the different parts of the harnesses and then assembled by and quality controlled by. And then the quality control person has like a checklist.
Yeah.
So as they make it, they go through and check everything off. And then
That's cool.
whoever made it can't QC their own. So then somebody comes over and they like follow this and they're like, okay, how's the outside of the leather? How's the inside of the leather? Like, is all the hardware there? And they just
Yeah.
kind of go through everything and check it all out. And then,
Do you have just one person that ships, or do you all switch off?
no, I just have one person that does all. So Brittany does like, she's our like quality control and like shipping and customer service. So she'll come in, she'll print off all the orders, and then she'll like quality control as much as she can. And then she'll package them and ship them out. That way it's just like one person doing that, so we don't get like
Yeah.
double ship
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah, I think that's
all that.
awesome. Let's see your boxes.
I'm so impressed with your packaging.
Open that up, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Other way.
It's
Other
a-
way.
Yeah,
Very
it had like a big internal fight that was. It's like the packaging.
Oh, because of the
Holding it by the
logo.
handle,
Yeah.
It's
then
right
that makes
side up.
sense. Oh, that's true.
but if you're opening it, it's like kind of backwards.
I think you did it right. I think
Oh,
that
there's
makes
no
some
boxes.
sense. Oh no! But look at that though. The printing under there. The first day you own it will be the worst it ever feels. That's sweet. Oh, that's a quote from Skip.
Yeah, that bike I bought just kind of in a box of parts, and I had worked on motorcycles all like growing up and stuff, and I was like, I'm finally gonna make like a nice motorcycle because
Yeah.
all the other motorcycles I'd worked on were like Yamahas and Hondas and stuff,
Yeah.
and so I was like, I'm gonna try a Triumph, not knowing that it costs like $5,000 in parts alone to make a Triumph. This is the motor all torn apart,
Okay.
and I got it all torn down. I got it all like cleaned up for the most part. I'm just waiting on some like compounds. So like, I got a buddy who's an airplane engineer or something, and he's like, the best way to paint aluminum is with these two compounds, and you do this and this. And it's been like, I've been waiting for those compounds for like 2 months.
Really?
So I'm just like at a standstill right now. All growing up, I loved woodworking, and then woodworking kind of turned into jewelry making.
Yeah.
Because
that's where you do that.
Yeah, this is my my wedding ring area.
Cool.
So like all through high school, I did like woodworking. I like had this dumb little longboard business where I like made longboards for friends.
Sweet.
And then I also did like metalworking in high school. I took like all the trade classes, and then I went to the university, and I went for 2 years of college, and I hated it. And I was doing engineering, and I thought engineering would be more of like the hands-on, like learning how to design stuff. But it wasn't, and so I was like, I hate this, I'm done.
Yeah.
And so I went to trade school for a couple years and learned like welding and machining and stuff. And I went back to the university, finished up there, and then as I was finishing up at the university, I had all like the metalworking skills and stuff. And so I started making jewelry, and so I had woodworking down pretty well, I had metalworking down pretty well, and like the final and like I had mechanicking down pretty well.
Yeah.
Like the final like manly skill that I didn't have was like leatherworking.
Leatherwork.
And so I was like, I'm gonna do leatherworking. So I like bought that hide and like made a few belts and stuff out of it, and eventually just transitioned into Rose Anvil, and
Yeah.
that's where it kind of.
And when was that?
So late 2015 is when I bought my first hide, and then 2016 was kind of just playing around with different jewelry and like trying to figure out what I wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
And then 2017 was the wallet Kickstarter, and then 2018 it graduated, and then the fall of 2018 was the camera harness Kickstarter, and then all of 2019 has just been like running behind the train, trying to catch up to the train
Yeah.
of orders, and just like
That's amazing.
catching up on
man.
orders and like trying to grow the business. And
I love that.
So is this part of?
this is just a snapshot that you can get anywhere. It's usually used in like marine stuff or sailboats and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what we used in the Kickstarter. But all we did was attach one of Bill's hooks to it with a little bit of a link. And I was like, this, and the people were like, this is too loud. It clanks too much.
A lot of moving parts.
And so then I was like, there's got to be a way that we can like hook a hook to it. So this is like prototype number one. Just wired a hook to it. and then I soldered a hook.
Oh, no way.
Which
that's
this
good
is one thing I
work.
will brag about is soldering solid brass to stainless steel.
Yeah.
is a huge pain, but I did it.
Dude, that's
That's the one thing
amazing.
about it. And then we had this one cast. We ordered 1,000 of these, and this is like our prototype testing version.
Yeah.
It's a little bit cheaper. And then once we knew those worked really well, we went to full brass, and this is 100% solid brass with the Rose Anvil logo in it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like the progression. And that's what I was talking about, like with the tether, where there's no way I could have thought of this in the very beginning. I could have, but I didn't. And it took like all these steps and mistakes and like having products out there being tested to really get to a point where we really like that.
Yeah.
And this isn't even actually the final design. So like when we get these, we're going to drill a hole right here.
Yeah.
Because most people's safety straps attach here and then to the camera. So if the camera's spinning, your safety strap gets tangled up. But with a safety strap hooked there, it's all one big movement.
with it. Oh, yeah.
And then you can also swap straps around. So this strap can be put on the back, and we include other straps so you can size it up or size it down.
Yeah.
So like if it's winter and you want to wear an overcoat, you can put some different straps on and it's bigger. But if it's summer and you want to size it down, all you have to do is like swap the straps out, and it's tighter and smaller for not overcoat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But versus this one is riveted, so it's a one size. When you buy the size, that's the size you get.
So what's the price point difference? Are they?
This one's $350 and this one is $295.
Yeah.
And I'm like kind of redesigning this one a little bit because Chicago screws notoriously back out always.
Yeah.
And so we've had a little bit of issue with.
Do you put Loctite in them?
Yeah, so straight from the factory, they put a little dot
Oh, cool.
of Loctite.
Where do you source these?
China.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm super. I'm a big fan of like the way your stuff's constructed. I
Thanks.
feel like I've been wanting to tell you that for a while because like everyone in the leathercraft world that like I exist in is obsessed with like getting these glassy like burnished edges and the thing that inspired me into leathercraft was like the Western tack world, like saddlery, bridles, harnesses, that kind of stuff. So Strapwork's always been like a big like inspiration for me, and I always wanted my bags and wallets to kind of feel like the same way a saddle feels or something.
Yeah.
And not everything they do in the Western tack world is like burnished. Like a lot of it's just clicked right out and left like that. And I actually love that. But it's funny because like some people really shy away from that, or they even like I'll do a video where I make one like this and I'll leave the edges raw and I get slayed in the comments. Really? Yeah, and I'm like, you guys don't understand, man. Like, to me, there's a huge appeal to this type of leatherwork, and I think that's what's always drawn me to your products.
And the amount of time it takes to burnish edges compared to the amount of people who actually notice or care.
Dude,
it's only like the buffs that notice.
Yeah, you would spend so much unnecessary time burnishing if you had to do that. That'd be unreal. I always try and do this in my own shop, and it just never works out the same, but anyway, we'll just try this out. Okay.
Want to get a shot rolling it out?
Yeah, I can re-roll. There. Those. And then these two can go into extras. Like so. We've got all the Chicago screws in, and now all we have left is riveting. So we're gonna go over to my favorite machine and rivet it together. This machine is super old and it works so much better than any other machine I've tried just because it's old and so it was built quality, you know?
Yeah.
And you've got like a really cool little display.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That was brilliant.
Through step by step of how it's done.
Perfect, dude. Okay. So now
Director, was that a good one?
who, me?
Yeah.
I mean it kinda sucked, but I guess that's all we have to work with.
Pretty good. Top notch.
We are just finishing up at the Rose Anvil shop. They're just back there doing a little bit of, see if you can see them. They're just doing a little bit of the introductions of Weston and getting to know him a little bit more.
Yeah, look like too broad. No, I can talk about like working with friends and stuff.
Yeah. We could do like one last shot where you just plug the business. Like you can follow us here.
Okay.
Our website is this, that kind of thing.
Okay.
You can plug YouTube, whatever.
How do you plug YouTube? What do you
Just say follow us on, is it the same, Rose Anvil, like
I think so.
same on both?
If you want to check out more of what we do and more about the harnesses, you can check out our check out. Let's try this again.
Check it out.
If you want to check out more of what we do and see more about the harnesses, you can check out our YouTube page. We've got an Instagram, it's rose_anvil, and our website is just roseanvil.com. Thanks.
But they trust you, probably.
We're just finishing up. Thanks for having us, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Did I get a keychain? Or did
I only got one.
What?
You pick out your color.
Wicked and correct to make our own special leather.
This one.
We hope.
That's a DLS
These
exclusive.
guys love- no, I cleared out today.
Yeah,
I worked extra late last night, so we got time to hang